ಹೇಗಿದೆಯಮ್ಮ?
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೀವು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. I think the press, the people in Bengaluru, all of them love you and are excited to have you here. Man, you've just gone from, I don't know, you're like, you have like a jet bag or a jet pad with you, you just keep jetting from one place to the other. What is it like to work on Animal with such a huge and big cast and crew?
ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ತುಂಬ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯುರ್ ಆಲ್ ವೆಲ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ as far as I remember, I was cast in the film 10 days before we started rolling, is what Sandeep sir told me. So it was just immediate. Suddenly I got a call from my manager saying, Sandeep sir is looking for you for Animal film. So I was like, but me? Why me? How come? But I feel like it's just pure trust. Sandeep sir Melero trust, and also cast and crew Melero trust. I just immediately in a day I think I just said yes, because Sandeep sir bandu on small line ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ನೋಡು ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಈ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದೊಂದು ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಲೈನ್, ಸೊ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ. So I was like, okay, this sounds like a film that I would want to be a part of, to tell it to the world. So then I remember being cast, and the first day I had look test with RK, and I don't know, it just didn't feel like out of place. I think it's just the way he makes people feel that he works with. I immediately was like, sir, like how's the pair looking? Like it's important to look good on screen if you're performing with each other, right? So hegidanta kelidre he was like, it's so good that it's matching, like it's a good combination of south and north coming together and looking beautiful. So I was like, oh, so if that is a tick mark, I think we can like have fun with this. So that's why it started.
That's amazing.
ನಿಮಗೆ ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಟಫ್ ಅನ್ಸಿರೋ ಸೀನ್ ಯಾವುದು, ಮತ್ತೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವುದು?
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಇದೊಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಸರ್. ಆನಿಮಲ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಾನೊಂದು ಝೂ ಕೀಪರ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದೊಂದು ನನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್, ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆದರೆ ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಟಫ್ ಸೀನ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೀನ್. It's called the Karwa Chauth scene. That's how we call it for the reference. So that was the hardest thing that I did in my entire career.
It was I think some close to 18 to 20 pages of dialogue, and we got it 2 days before the scene.
Yeah, and I feel like, I think how many takes was it? It was just like no cut and separating the take, the whole thing we just rolled and we just got it, and the attempt was getting it as single take as possible, because that's where the feeling was, that's how the emotional was and the intensity was. So adon tumba kashta agittu, and I think the rest of it nan yen madidini cinemadalli, I think the whole credit goes to Sandeep sir and Ranbir. I didn't really get the opportunity to work with Ravee sir, but I wish I did. Would have killed it. But yeah, I think it's just who I worked with, they got the best of me, and ee cinemadalli nan performance yella credit avrige hogbeku sir.
Rashmika, but are intense films fun to work on? Or
Oh, it's mad fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love it. This was the first encounter that I got to work in such a intense and yet a raw film. But I loved it. Now I'm addicted to it. So now I'm going and telling Sandeep sir, sir, you've showed me some whole new world. How am I going to go and do anything else anywhere?
Thank you, sir. Lovely question. Alright, wow, more hands coming up. Okay. So in the suit, you have worn a suit and come, which looks more expensive than mine.
So I feel like this film now is a film with multiple complex characters. If you take one character and make a movie out of him, it can be a movie itself. So I feel like if you have to enter their world and understand from what psyche they're coming, you need so much time. So I think that is the instinct that we have gone by, and the film is so strong and it holds so well that I don't think it's something to worry about. But I think tomorrow the audience is also going to say the same thing, so that's what we look forward to.
And just to prepare you, the genre of the film is a family crime drama. It's not just an action film. It's got a gamut of emotions. But yeah, like just to take forward to what Rashmika was saying, that every character, if it's a small part or a large part, they are such complex characters that you will really enjoy seeing it unfold over this time. You know, we've been very, very careful, and we've been very correct that not to bore the audience with this film.
Bhushan bhai, I have a question for you. There's a certain
on-screen ಕಿಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇತಿಹಾಸ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೈಟ್ ಎರಾಯಿಂದ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆನ್-ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಕಿಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
I think ಅದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಸರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ ಸರ್, because see, as an artist, we're just tools for directors. We're just tool for the directors to tell their story. So ನಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲಸ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, how convincingly can we tell the story which the director has made. So in the end of the day, I think it's a trust with the director, and to some extent you can ask the director, sir, is this okay or not? But yavattu the director is like, this is what I want, then you go with it, because you do the film because you trust the director, not because you are foreseeing that this is going to be a massive hit. Nobody can do that. It's a blind trust for the director and the team that you're working with, and I feel like that's what I've done as an actor. And me playing Geetanjali, like a character which is so raw and beautiful and real, without all the sugar coating or without any filter, is the most beautiful character that I have done. And it is Sandeep sir's way of convincing audience about love, and there are different ways of it. But this is the story that he has to say, and I trust him, and that's what it is for me.
Thank you, Rashmika. Thank you.
Hi, this is Harsha.
I think Geetanjali as a character is someone who knows the hero better than anyone else in the film. And she's grown up looking at him. She's just grown up with him, and she's married to him, and she's the mother of his children. So I think the intensity of their love cannot be compared to what Sandeep sir has done before, because that was a different love story altogether. And this is a story about a family. It's not just like, of course, there's a lot of beautiful scenes or beautiful chemistry between Geetanjali and hero. We haven't established the name yet, no?
Yeah, I think that's a suspense that we want to keep for the viewing.
Okay.
Nobody knows my name yet.
Okay, so I'll just
Nobody
say
knows
hero.
Bobby sir's name yet also.
See, that's a surprise that's going to come. But I think Geetanjali and the hero have a beautiful relationship that you get to watch in the cinema. And what was the next question? And Anil sir, and okay. So yeah, we have shot together, and there's some amazing things there as well, but I don't know how much I can reveal about that, because that again comes under the family bit of it. So I think the conversations are so much more interesting and better and more open once the release of the film is done. So 5 minutes to go.
Thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, firstly, before I pass...
ಮೂವಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ 5 ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು 4 ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಮೂವೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಡಬ್ಬಿಂಗ್ ಯಾವ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಡಬ್ಬಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಂದಿ, ಕನ್ನಡ, ತೆಲುಗು. 3 ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ.
Awesome.
ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಜಯ್ ಭವ.
One last question that we have, it's going to be asked by the...
ಯಾವ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ or ಯಾವ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಐ ಫೀಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅದೊಂದು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಬ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅದೊಂದು ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ like away from our Kannada industry, but at the same time one conversation nadita ide one film ಬಗ್ಗೆ film ಮೇಲೆ, so ಅದರ update soon ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ.
Awesome.